Hello, fight fans. Thanks for joining us at MMA Insider. Before we get rolling with today's news, show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing. Now let's uncover the latest happenings in MMA. Starting off, Dricus Du Plessis vows to bring chaos in UFC 305 title fight against Israel Adesanya. Next, Jorge Masvidal thinks judges were influenced by pro-Nate Diaz crowd. Lastly, Charles Oliveira makes sense for next UFC lightweight title fight against Islam Makhachev, says coach. Dricus Du Plessis plans to bring chaos to his UFC 305 title defense against Israel Adesanya. Du Plessis is set to take on Adesanya in his first title defense on August 17th in Perth, Australia. It's a highly anticipated fight as the two don't like each other and have taken shots at one another in the media. Heading into the fight, Du Plessis is confident he will be too chaotic and powerful for Adesanya. Here is what he said: "I've always matched, you respect me, I respect you with my opponent. The big thing now, he has a whole demeanor shift because he's changing his life, the change is there. Honestly, I don't think he wants to be there. He talks about being at peace the whole time. Well, while he's at peace, I represent chaos. Peace hates chaos, and I promise you when we're in that octagon, he will know nothing about peace, he will only know chaos." With Dricus Du Plessis expecting to bring chaos to his fight against Israel Adesanya, he believes that will lead to an exciting scrap. But Du Plessis is confident he will end up finishing Adesanya to defend his belt and make a statement. Here is what he said: "I have no doubt in my mind that this fight is going to be an absolute banger of a fight. When you're in that octagon with me, there's no way it's a boring fight because I will be coming and trying to take your head off for 25 minutes. At the end of the day, I'm coming to finish. I didn't get a finish in my last fight. I only had 2 decisions in my career, and that's more than enough. Both decisions were incredible wars, but I'm coming to finish. I'm coming to prove a point, and I'm coming to do it in spectacular fashion." Du Plessis enters the fight with a record of 21-2 and is coming off a split decision win over Sean Strickland at UFC 297 to win the middleweight title. Jorge Masvidal believes a hometown advantage for Nate Diaz swayed the judges in their boxing affair. Masvidal and Diaz shared the ring inside the Honda Center in Anaheim, California this past Saturday. This was a rematch from their 2019 UFC showdown, which saw Masvidal emerge victorious due to doctor's stoppage. In their boxing matchup, Diaz and Masvidal ended up going the distance. After 10 rounds of action, the Stockton native was awarded the majority decision victory. The verdict did not sit well with Masvidal. Speaking to reporters following the loss, Jorge Masvidal expressed his belief that there may have been some home cooking for Nate Diaz in Anaheim. Here's what he said: "I definitely know the judges were influenced by the crowd. I think 1 or 2 of the judges only gave me 2 rounds. There's just no way. We were looking at the fight right now in the locker room, the meaningful shots, and a lot more of the meaningful shots were landed by me. I just feel that it didn't go my way, but whatever. We're 1-1, we can run it back someplace like Vegas. Make it a neutral place and let's throw down." Diaz seems to have turned his attention to a potential rematch with Jake Paul, as well as an eventual UFC return. Time will tell if there will be room for Diaz versus Masvidal 3. Charles Oliveira's coach believes there is a good case to make for Charles Oliveira receiving the next UFC lightweight championship opportunity against Islam Makhachev. Oliveira is coming off a split decision loss to Arman Tsarukyan at UFC 300 back in April. Tsarukyan is currently serving a suspension from the Nevada State Athletic Commission for a fan altercation. While many believe Arman is the rightful #1 contender for the 155-pound gold, could Oliveira swoop in with Tsarukyan currently sidelined? During an interview, coach Diego Lima shared why he believes Charles Oliveira is the only lightweight who makes sense to challenge for Islam Makhachev's gold next. Here is what he said: "Both Charles and I want the belt. Now with Arman suspended, there would be no name other than Charles Oliveira. Dustin just fought, Gaethje also got knocked out. So the truth is that with Arman out of the game, I believe there is no one at 155 to fight Makhachev other than Charles. So it's certainly what we want, it's what Charles wants." Oliveira fought Makhachev back in October 2022. It was a bout for the vacant UFC lightweight championship. Oliveira was submitted in the second round via arm triangle choke. Since that fight, Oliveira has gone 1-1 with a TKO victory over Beneil Dariush and the aforementioned split decision loss to Arman Tsarukyan. Makhachev has already been dismissive of the idea of defending his gold in a rematch with Dustin. He's also downplayed the possibility of meeting Michael Chandler in a title bout. In the past, Islam has also been hesitant about the idea of giving Oliveira a rematch. Time will tell what the UFC decides to do. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Your dedication and support fuel our passion to bring you the latest and greatest in the MMA world. If you enjoyed today's news, please give us a thumbs up and share it with fellow MMA fans. Remember to subscribe subscribe to stay in the loop with daily MMA updates. We've got a lot of exciting news, interviews, and analysis coming your way every single day. Your engagement helps us grow and serve the MMA community even better. Once again, thank you for being an integral part of our daily MMA journey.